Sun Herbs Moon, man. I'm back. Got some biopharaoh. I got a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff that ain't worth a whole lot, but yeah, man, I just want to say, like, thank you for all the support and everything. But I need help. I need help, and this ain't working. Oh, hell no. Hold up, man. That was a bad idea. Alright. There we are. Here we are. Alright, Sun Herbs Moon. Coming back at you. Yeah, man, coming back at you, man. I'm about to head to this Whole Foods joint, but yeah, I mean, really, I watched a Tupac video. I watched a Tupac video a while back, and it was in regards to like hypothetically speaking, like, what if, you know, you were starving, homeless and everything, hungry and homeless, I like to call it, or homeless and hungry, I like to call it, and you couldn't, you know, get what you needed, and you just went to the church. You just went to the church and you said, you know, I'm starving, I haven't eaten for so and so amount of days, you know, and they denied you. But then you go back to that church, and ask for the same thing the next day, and then they say no, and then, you know, you do that for a week, and then you know, like the second week they tell you to stop coming back, but they're a church, like they're supposed to you know, be a church. They're supposed to give you things and everything. You know, they're supposed to be people of God, godly people. So they don't give you food, they don't have anywhere for you to sleep. Like, do you just keep going back to them? Like, do you just keep going back and forth to them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this, I don't forget what street I'm looking for. I'm trying to get to the Whole Foods. Like, so, oh yeah, Great Neck. So what is this, you know, thing that we do, to people? Like, what is this back and forth, way that we go about in trying to teach other people's lessons? One person mentioned, you know, it's like face swapping or soul attacking. Personally, I digress. Personally, I think, I know that what we're really trying to do is just to have other people relive our own traumas. So we go to school, we learn about the African slaves. We don't learn about the African slaves, we learn about what they went through. And then somehow that makes us feel okay with, you know, getting out of school and being a slave in a different way, where we don't get, you know, scars. We don't get scars from working at McDonald's. We don't get scars from working at Burger King, or Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? When you're a slave on a plantation and you don't do your job, you get scars. When you don't do your job at one of the three places, at Whole Foods. You work at Whole Foods, you don't do your job, you don't get a pay raise. I mean, you most likely get fired or replaced and then fired. So what we're really doing to ourselves is we're just getting angry back and forth at ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And the truth isn't coming out. So when somebody starts speaking the gospel, you know, when somebody educated wants to go out and say, you know, I am the gospel, I am whatever I say is the word of God. You know, those are the type of people that are just going to be not speaking correct English. You're going to be using correct grammar. You know, so a doctor would do that, a teacher would do that, a lawyer would do that. Just in my personal experience, I only know that a teacher would do that thus far. You know, an example of a teacher that might do that is Reza Dilmaghanian. This guy, you know, is supposed to be some world-class athlete, blah 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 blah. You know, but what is he really doing? Like, he's just using the play on words, and not talking about shit. He's really not talking about shit. And because of his education, he feels that he somehow is above the law and has just that way with people. He thinks he really is. I mean, I know he thinks that he's better than people. I know he thinks that he's better than people, or he wouldn't lie to people. He wouldn't go around telling people that he's worth this amount of money in another country. Like, just tell the truth, man. Like, if you really had that much money, just tell the truth. Just tell the world the truth. Tell them whether or not you really have $23 million in a safety deposit box, like, waiting for you to take, and when you take that envelope, like, part of Iran is the world's and no longer a sovereign nation. Just tell the truth, because I really think if you told the truth, none of that would come out. You'd just be like, well, you know, I like fighting people, I like arm wrestling, and twiddling my thumbs, and getting the occasional butt plug or enema from time to time. That's pretty much what I like to do. Yes, for myself. So I mean, seriously, just tell the fucking truth, bro. Like, cause that's honest. Like, you haven't said one damn thing. I mean, the only thing you've said about really the economy, and you're an anthropologist, so you come from a state of clarity when it comes to, you know, knowing, you know, what, like, the leaps and bounds or the boundaries of whether or not, like, you know, people should be doing certain economic action. So if you're just sitting here trying to encapsulate this vessel and just, like, make me unload a bunch of bullshit on people, that is wrong. But I mean, if not, the only thing you talked about economically, when you have all this money waiting for you to grab, is that people are nobody can say, because the wages are going up. The wages are going up with the prices in the economy. So you're saying that housing and all, car expenses and mortgages and insurance and all this stuff is going up in price. And also the wages are going down, you said the wages are going down. So the wages are going down and all the expenses and everything are going up. So please just tell the truth, bro. Like, if you're just trying to appease, like, somebody's innocence, or you're trying to entertain us, like, that's not working at all anymore. And I think a lot of people are aware of your bullshit at that. So, peace.